Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Coffee Talk. If you didn't catch the last episode, you can see it right here, including the playlist and some other playlists as usual. Anyways, welcome back to the Evening Whispers. Police raid on private Couchella. After party is biggest drug and sex related bust of the year. Ooh, okay, that's not good. Fight broke out during Couchella. Culprits in police custody. A lot went wrong at Couchella, I think. Despite the arrest, Couchella will go on. That's not good. Alright, let's start today. Welcome everyone. By the way, little quick notice. This is a night series, which means it comes online in the night. If you have to go to sleep or if you feel sleepy, just go to sleep whenever you can. Sleep is very important for everyone, so please go to sleep as soon as you can, you know? It's very important to get 6 to 8 hours sleep each night. That's the most healthy amount of sleep you can get. More or less is unhealthy, they say. For some people obviously differently, but hey, it's just advice I give you. I'm not a professional, that's the disclaimer, but yeah. Well, welcome. Hey Pop. Good evening everyone. Everyone safe and sound tonight? So far so good, officer. With the cop who's supposed to be watching this area hanging out in a coffee shop? I'm not so sure about that. Hey, I'm working right now. Sure you are. I just love multitasking, you know? That requires skill. Talking a break and working at the same time, you mean? You know it. That's an oxymoron. Yeah, oxymoron. That's what I said, it requires skill. Anyway, Tigo, I really need an espresso to keep me awake tonight. Is it bad that I don't even know an espresso? Yeah, coffee. I just wanted to make sure I got the right ingredients, you know? Because if we didn't, that would suck for him. And look, all the characters are social media profile. Oh, cool. An energetic espresso to keep our officer upright on patrol. Huh. You and your sense of humor. Your espressos are always out of this world. Definitely better than mine or my wife's. It's not a competition, officer. It is for her. She thought if she could make a better one, I'd stop coming to this place so often. That's not happening anytime soon. So, anything special today? Surprisingly, no. Gotta make sure this place is safe though. What you're grinning about? I mean it. You were here the last 2 days, right? Yes, I was. And some crazy things happened here. And 2 days in a row. Watch it right there. It was very crazy, I can tell you that. As if the gods were trying to give me first-hand experience to use in my story. Still fretting over your story, eh? Well, the deadline for my draft is getting nearer. Oh yeah. How's it going? Quantity-wise, it's shaping up pretty well. Quality-wise, honestly, I'm pretty confident. Best of luck then. Do you have any updates about the last 2 days of chaos? For the werewolves case, I spoke to Gala about it. What? Are you going to arrest him? Some officers at the precinct were talking about it, but in the end, we agreed not to do it. Because he really helped a lot that night. We asked the folks in the hospital and some other people in the area. Without him, we'd all have had a lot more problems. He helped a lot, getting most of the werewolves safe in the hospital. Too bad he couldn't lock himself up in time. Thankfully, He didn't hurt anyone. So those who'd rather detain him can't do anything anyway. Phew. I'd be pretty mad if they did arrest him. Yeah, for real. Like, that's sometimes the case I wrote too, right? You're playing the hero, you are a hero, and still you're getting detained. That's bullshit. Of course you can get detained, but more than that, getting sent to prison or jail. That's no. Always cooperate with authorities though. Never give them a leg to stand on, and always do the right things. So always cooperate, so they cannot tackle you down on whatever mistake you may have done. Hey, being mad at me wouldn't solve anything. I know. What about Rachel's dad? Any idea what happened? I'm not too sure myself. Most of it didn't happen around here. What? Yeah, it seems like it happened out near Couchella. That's a long way away. I mean, it's not actually that far, but you wouldn't be able to walk it. Not in that state. So far, that's all I know. Hey, there we have Rachel. Rachel! Rachel, is Mr. Henry alright? Before that, can I have a cup of hot chocolate dark? Hot chocolate dark. Dark chocolate. I guess. Hot chocolate dark. Yeah, I guess. Your hot chocolate's ready. Thank you. That's going to be fine. He woke up this afternoon thanks to Mr. Gala. He got help fast enough to stop things getting worse. He's doing okay then? It'll take a few days before he fully recovers, but no permanent injuries we need to worry about. That's good to hear. I know. But still, it's all because of me. Because I didn't listen to him. When all he wanted to do was protect me. Rachel, don't blame yourself for this. Please don't take offense. But is it okay for you to leave your father alone in the hospital? His friends are there at the moment. I can't face being stuck in a room with a bunch of people I don't even know right now. Besides, I really needed to get away for a bit. So I told my dad I'm gonna visit Coffee Talk to get some fresh air. Wait, this cafe, this coffee house, whatever, this coffee shop, that's the word, is literally called Coffee Talk? I did not know that. Actually, let me do something before my eyes get fucked again. It helps me, you know. He's okay with that? He understands. He always does, I guess. Miss Rachel, what really happened last night? Dad got into a fight with some thugs. He heard them talking about me in some very suggestive, perverted ways. Oh. He didn't like that, of course, so he morphed into his cat form and started to fight with the thugs. Why did he morph? So people wouldn't see what his human form looks like and link him directly to me. Some cops went to the crime scene. They found some eyewitnesses to testify, and they managed to find the thugs. Are they fans of yours? No. It's even worse. They work for Mr. Lester. Oh. Okay. So Henry was right all along. Oh god. What? Oh boy. The reason why I didn't take long for the cops to find them was because they were already under arrest. Because the party went too far last night. Whoa. How did it all connect up? They're Mr. Lester's bodyguards. They were chilling after the show, having a pre-party before the big one. And you know about guys in locker rooms talk, right? Yeah. Well, that's what they were doing. That was the topic of discussion. So there's that. I'm sorry to hear that. And you were right about his party. I'm glad I wasn't there. Once again, I owe that for... Hey, it's okay. The most important thing is, right now, is that you're safe. And your dad made it through. I should have listened to him. He might have been out of touch. But he's still way more experienced than me. And he's still my father. I wish Mom was here. She'd know what to do. She'd know what to say to Dad when he's recovered. You know what? I'm sure you'll know what to do. You're an adult, remember? But I don't know. All I know is I have to be there for him when... That's it. That's all you have to do. It might be weird to hear it about something coming from Freya, but she is right. Be there when he needs you, Rachel. And whenever you need a breath of fresh air, you can come here and relax for a while. Guys, thank you. I've had enough fresh air for one day. I'll go back to the hospital now. Thank you for the update, Miss Rachel. I wish your father a speedy recovery. Thank you, Tycho. First, what we're going to do is the evening whispers. Or is someone entering right now? Nope. Okay. The evening whispers. Happily ever after, ever after, part 3. No, please no. Last episode, we read like 15 minutes of this. Anyways, by Freya Fatima, October 4th, 2020. Romeo comes awake with a gasp, his mind already whirling as he tries to make sense of what's happening. Was it just a dream, he thinks? Please forgive me, dear readers, he's barely awake. He has no idea how or when he got home, but he is still wearing yesterday's clothes, and he experiences the unwashed, uncomfortable feeling that comes with waking after falling asleep fully dressed. Then he remembers, Juliet, what happened to her? He rifles through blankets and pockets until he finds his cell phone and immediately fires off a message to her. He won't admit it, will barely remember it through the haze of panic, but he spends the next 14 minutes and 10 seconds staring fixedly at it until it vibrates in his hands and he drops it to the floor. Romeo! Juliet's voice is muffled by the carpet, but he doesn't think he's ever been so relieved to hear it. Where are you? Are you alright? I'm fine. What about you? I'm okay. We need to talk. Something's definitely different. Romeo opens his mouth to agree before he even realizes how he feels. He's been so weighted down by his feelings for so long that he hadn't noticed that something changed until Juliet brought it up. Waking up has been bad for so long, but today he feels different. Today he feels good. When Romeo arrives at the coffee shop, Juliet is already there. She waits while her order an Americano, I think, patiently sipping her orange juice until he joins. So, Romeo says as he seats himself opposite Juliet. What happened last night? She shrugs, shakes her head, a picture of honest confusion. I'm not sure, but I felt kind of light when I woke up this morning. Yeah, yeah, that's a good way of describing it. I feel like a part of me is missing. She nods in agreement and they're quiet for a time. Juliet plays with her straw, the paper melting quickly in the icy remnants of her drink. Do you? She trails off and tries again. Do you actually remember what happened last night? Kind of. Romeo fronts and Grimmick, Grimmicks? I'm not sure though. How do you feel about me now? Asks Juliet. He pauses to consider. I don't know. I still like you. A lot. In fact, but it's certainly different kind of feeling to the last few months. That's exactly how I feel. He sighs. He explosively. What the hell happened? Juliet leans in, holds his gaze, lowers her voice. I'm not sure myself, but I have this theory. Maybe, and I know it sounds wild, but hear me out. Just maybe parts of us that fell in love with the other somehow left us last night. They separated themselves from this world, making their own where time loops an exact moment over and over and over again. Romeo looks in her eyes without blinking for a long moment, then bursts out laughing. You're a complete mad woman, you know that. That's just you're not even the one who likes sci-fi and fantasy. Oh shut it, boyo. She huffs at him and crosses her arms as she leans back. No, no, seriously. He waves a hand at her. The fact that that theory came out of your mouth is crazier than the theory itself. Her lip twitches and then she's laughing with him. And for a glorious moment the air is filled with pure and uncomplicated good humor. When the laughter winds down, they each find that they can't stop grinning at the other, and it's beautiful, and just like it used to be. A thought occurs to Romeo, and he opens his mouth and Juliet immediately points a finger at him. Shut up. He closes his mouth, but keeps grinning. Hands help up in surrender. You can't say it isn't possible though. She defends herself with a wry shrug. Romeo tilts his head. Nothing is impossible. So what now? What now? What? I mean, what happened to us now? He looks around and shrugs. We just live normally, I guess. It's been months, if not eons, since I could talk to you normally like this, and honestly, it feels awesome. She laughs, and it's so much easier than it has been in a long time. Yeah, I know. She smiles at him. So, we're good, right? We're better than good, I guess, answers Romeo. Good point, Juliet nods. Well made. After that, life goes on for Romeo and Juliet. They're still good friends, they both found their loves, the one who shares their interests, that doesn't force them to sacrifice too many things in life yet still makes them feel like the happiest person on earth. They grow old together as good friends, not as lovers. And what about Romeo and Juliet, who burn with love for each other? Readers, I'll tell you. That couple is still sitting on their bench in the park on that clear and perfect night, and they'll stay there until the end of time. They've created their own world without our people meddling, judging, forcing compromises for the rest of eternity. They love each other and their pure, naive young love. and nothing will ever change that. Some people say that on a clear night with the promise of dawn rain, when the Milky Way flies across the sky and the full moon hangs low, you can see a young couple sitting on a bench in the park, but only out of the corner of your eye and only if you have room for romance in your soul. Is it true, you ask me? Does it matter, I reply. Surely it doesn't matter to anyone else on earth, and it certainly doesn't matter to them. Deep story, though certainly true. Certainly true. And then we also had some Tomodachi, right? Oh yeah, we did literally unlock everyone. Movie. Favorite thing, movies. Police University, Cop Story, and Robert's Cop. What am I doing with my life? Father of 3 beautiful girls. But who did we unlock more? I don't know. Nah, doesn't matter. Man, what a weekend. Pretty crazy, I know. Anyway, I've got to continue my patrol. It's been a pretty weird weekend. Fair. But overall things are still safe around here. But even with that, never let your guard down, okay? No problem, officer. Thank you for checking up on us, Officer Georgie. Okay then, see you. And then we're sitting here alone with Freya, as usual. Are you going to leave as well, Freya? I don't think so. I've had enough rest. And I have stories to write. You're not tired? Definitely not. In fact, I think I can get it done today. Alright. I won't bother you then. Oh, you're never a bother. Besides, this whole book project would never have existed without this place and you. So thank you. The pleasure was mine. Now, I'm sure you shouldn't spend any more time on chit-chat. You've got a book to finish. No problem, boss. Was that already the episode for today? I think so. Pretty quick episode for today, where 10 minutes have been spent on reading the Romeo and Juliet story. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to thank you so much for watching. I want to wish you a very good night of sleep. And yeah, till next time. Good night, bye bye.